If you're going on a date this week, here are a few things that you could talk about. Welcome back to my new show, If You're Going on a Date This Week, where I talk about all of the things going on in pop culture, in movies, in music, entertainment, in sports, in media, in news, in things that you could talk about on a date. Basically, the things that you could bring up, the things that you could know that the other person you're seeing might be watching, might be listening to, might be reading, might be interested in, thinking about, so that you can know about it too. I'm equalizing the playing field. I'm making it so that you know what your date is thinking about, or I'm trying to make it so that you know what your date is thinking about, so that you can go into the date with a few things, a few topics to talk about, a few things in your back pocket, so that you know what's going on. I think that first dates, the purpose of a first date is to get to know somebody, see if you like their vibe, see if you want to hang out with them again, see if you want to see them again, take them out again. So I think that they're much more simple than we make them, and one of the biggest anxiety inducers in a first date is knowing what to talk about, worrying about what you should talk about, or what what you're going to ask. So having one or two of these topics or things going on in the world in your back pocket is a great conversation starter and a great kind of way to transition into more questions and more topics, so that when you ask them if they're going to see the new movie, The Drama with Zendaya and Robert Pattinson, you can be like, oh, like, what's your favorite childhood movie? Or what's your favorite movie you've seen in the past year? Or what's the best movie you've seen in theaters? Or do you like movies? Who's your favorite actor? Who's your favorite actress? Like, what TV shows do you like? Like, it's just very easy to transition from a pop culture topic or something going on in the world into more topics, into more conversation, and into more questions. So that's the purpose of this podcast. This is the third ever episode of If You're Going on a Date This Week. You can listen to anywhere you find podcasts, and you can watch on YouTube at Guyset, Guyset, which is my other podcast, is on the same YouTube channel. And I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I'm loving doing it so far. I think this isn't a thing I've done on Instagram and TikTok for the past year now, or year and a half, I guess, where I've just like laid out 5 to 7 of the topics, trending pop culture topics, and ran you through them. And it's gotten really popular online. So I was like, why not make it a podcast and then talk more in depth about each kind of topic or my thoughts around them, so that you can then develop your own thoughts around them, or take the things that I say with you and, develop your own, whatever. It doesn't matter. But the purpose is just to know what's going on in the world. And I do it every Monday and Thursday to keep you updated, keep you abreast with what's going on. So these topics are great for your dates for this week. You can listen again. It's going to be bite-sized. Every episode's going to be like 15 to 20 minutes less, some time around that, so that you can listen while you're getting ready for a date, on the way to the date, at some point in the day, and just know what's going on in the world. Okay, so the first topic is, if you're going on a date this week, here are the things that you could talk about. Let me pull up my note from my notes app. A lot of Google goes on during this too, just because I got to fact check myself. Someone's got to fact check me. The first one is Tiger Woods' car crash DUI. Over the weekend, I think on Friday, Tiger Woods got arrested for a DUI in Jupiter, Florida, where he lives. The pictures were insane. His car was completely on the side, and some passerby took pictures of Tiger standing there just looking like a drunk next to the car. So this is Tiger Woods' third car crash DUI situation. Just an absolute mess. The mugshot, he looks crazy. He looks drunk. He looks very, very drunk in the mugshot. So I'm sure that was a tough night for Tiger. It's so crazy that he's just like one of the best athletes ever, like of all time, and also like getting drunk and driving and just being a menace to society at the same time. I guess those two things kind of go hand in hand, like a really famous person, big celebrity, like big talent, and car crash DUI. And not all the time, but it seems to be a pattern with very famous people. So yeah, Tiger Woods, you could be like, oh, did you see Tiger Woods' DUI car crash? I feel like that's actually like a good topic. Not that it's a good thing that happened. It's a very bad thing that happened. Not good. Bad, Tiger. Bad. But I feel like that's just like a very like, she'll probably be like, no, like what happened? Like then you can talk about that one. And either way, I just think that's just like an easy topic to talk about with the two of you, because it's like, not that it's harmless to the society or to Jupiter, Florida, but it's harmless to you two. And it's just like, of course, you both would know that happened. That's like a big deal. The next topic is Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce made their first ever award show appearance together last Thursday night at the iHeartRadio Awards. Taylor Swift received like 1,000 awards at the award show. She won Best Artist of the Year, like Woman of the Year, Best Album of the Year, Best Song of the Year. She won like 7 awards, to the point in which Alyssa Liu, the figure skater, like the gold medal winning figure skater, presented her with like 7 awards at once, because she's like, Taylor, you won so many awards that we're going to do them all at one time. And Taylor and Travis were just like 1, 2, 3, 4. It was just kind of like, it was a funny little moment. Alyssa Liu presented Taylor Swift with the awards. And I think Taylor Swift gave a really great speech. Like I loved her acceptance speech when she won Artist Person of the Year. She said something along the lines of, when you put something out, I think like everybody would like this advice, and you can be like, I heard Taylor Swift's speech, and she'll be like, oh my God, you know Taylor Swift? Like you listen? Like you actually listen to what she says? Like you're my dream man. Like can I live with you forever? Like do you want to get married right now? So listen closely. You can be like, I loved Taylor Swift's speech, which I do. I'm not going to say what you can be like. I'll just say it from my perspective. She said something along the lines of, whatever you feed your mind, it will internalize, and whatever you put out on the internet, it will try to destroy, or it will attempt to kill. So spend as much time as possible honing in on your craft, practicing the thing that you love, or the habit or the thing that you love doing. Spend as much time as possible behind the scenes in your room, in your time, working on that before you share it with the world. And I think what she was kind of insinuating was that by practicing and honing in on your skill and your craft in your own time behind the scenes without anybody else watching, you develop a love for it. You develop a love for the craft and of this thing and of this hobby and of your passion, so that when you put it out for people to see, and if their response is negative, positive, whatever their response is, you will still go back and do that thing because you love it so much and nobody else can take that from you. So if the response is critical and negative, you'll still go back and work on that again. You'll still go back and do that again. No one can take that from you. I really loved that speech. I thought it was really awesome. In other notes from that night, Alyssa Liu presented her with the award. Somber sat next to Taylor Swift, and they were like hugging the entire time. Like every time Somber won an award, he would hug Taylor Swift. Every time Taylor Swift won an award, she would hug Somber. Like it was really crazy. What a fucking night to be Somber. Like truly, he literally won his award. I think it was for like best alternative artist of the year, whatever. He won his award. He then hugged his friend, hugged Taylor Swift, dapped up Travis Kelce, then went up to accept the award. Like what a fucking day to be somber. Like Somber's not so somber anymore. Like that is literally the craziest thing. So that happened as part of the award show. Raye performed RAYE. She also released a new album. It's really good. She has a song with Hans Zimmer, which is insane. Hans fucking Zimmer is a feature on a Raye song. The song is awesome. It's called Click Clack Symphony. Hans fucking Zimmer. Just a moment for Hans Zimmer. Dune 3, fucking everything. He's the man. This is just like a side note. I went to see a Hans Zimmer like live orchestra in New York last summer. Mind blowing. Like they did like all of his discography. He's just the fucking man. Like Hans Zimmer, as much credit as he gets, he does not get enough credit for all the credit that he has given us, or whatever the Hamilton saying is. Hans Zimmer is the fucking man, the myth, the legend. Wow. Like Hans Zimmer is the person of the week on If You're Going on a Date This Week. So that's a side note. Shaquille O'Neal is responding to a story that he DM'd Sabrina Carpenter, like all these flirty things that like he wanted to like. It was just like really crazy. So Shaquille O'Neal responded and said that it was AI and that he's not actually flirting with Sabrina Carpenter. That was a nuts little story. Insane. Like I think he said he wanted to like bottle her up and keep. I don't know what he said actually. The tweet. He didn't say it. It was AI anyway. So like AI is insane. The next story is that Alix Earle launched her skincare brand Real Actives. She is launching it tomorrow, Tuesday, March 31st, and it is a skincare line. The rollout of her company has been incredibly impressive. Like, I kind of feel like she is giving all brands and any brand that's launching anytime here on after a masterclass in what to do, how to get people excited, how to respond to criticism, like, and a lot of it is in real time too. It's been really interesting to see that, like, I'm assuming they had so much prepared, and at the same time they're still being really responsive and making posts in response to criticism. So like, one of the criticisms was like, how can Alix Earle have a skincare line? She was on Accutane, or like she has all these treatments. Like she has access to everything else in the world that like most people don't have access to. Like how can she make a skincare line? So Alix got on TikTok and literally was like, how can Alix Earle have a skincare line if she went on Accutane and has all these other treatments? And she's like, well, here's the thing. And then like debunked kind of everything and was like, this is not, it was just kind of insane to see the real-time response that like you do not get from big brands that you get from smaller brands. Like not even from smaller brands, like the approval it would take at bigger companies to make that happen, make that come to life, get it approved by the social media people and the higher ups and like everything. Like, it's just impressive the quick turnaround that the content has, that they're churning out content, and the brand release is just actually pure a masterclass in how to respond, how to educate people, how to involve people, how to make a community. It's really, really fucking impressive. So if you like marketing, branding, companies, startups, all of that, like check that out. And I think if you bring some of this into your date, like your date's gonna be like, holy shit, like you're impressive. The team that she has built out behind Real Actives is like the team behind some of the biggest skincare makeup brands in the world. She brought together like 6 or 7 like killers in their fields, and it's just bound to be a really successful brand. So if you talk about Alix Earle and Real Actives and be like, I saw the rollout behind that, it's really good. The girls gonna be like, oh my god. Okay, the next one is Charlie Puth has a new album. I actually got sent the album, but I don't have a record player, so it's like, here, you can listen to the album. I don't have a record, but thank you to Charlie Puth and his team for sending me the album. I have a hat I could wear, but it's I guess I'll get it. Or maybe I should get it because I'm talking about it. I'll wear it at the end. In movie news, the drama featuring Zendaya and Robert Pattinson comes out this week from A24. Kind of some interesting stories coming out. One of the parents of one of the school shootings came out and was like, this movie was incredibly triggering. I don't know what the movie is about at all. I just know it's about a couple and there's something that happened with one of them in the past that the other one doesn't know, and it's supposed to be like kind of nutty. I don't know what goes on in the movie. I'm actually really excited for it. I will definitely see it. I don't know if I'll see it this weekend or something. I don't know. Not this weekend, but I will see it at some point soon. A24 always does crazy shit, so you can kind of expect that from them. So that's coming out. In other movie news, the Super Mario Galaxy movie is coming out this weekend with Anya Taylor-Joy, Jack Black, Chris Pattinson. What's his name? Chris Patterson. Chris Hemsworth. What's his name? Not Hemsworth. Chris Martin. Christian Bale, is it Patterson? Chris, the guy who's in, oh my, like Parks and Rec, and Chris, he used to date Anna Faris or be married to Anna Faris. Chris Pattinson, hold on, Chris Parks and Rec. See, I told you Google's like a very big deal in this podcast. Chris Traeger? No, what's his name? Oh my God, why? Andy Dwyer, he played Andy Dwyer. Chris Pratt is in the Mario Super Galaxy movie. Put in all that effort for what? Like, for literally what? I don't know. Chris Pratt. I haven't heard of him in a while. What's he been in since the Super Mario Galaxy movie? Hold on. Chris Pratt. Feels like he's taking a big time off of acting. I haven't seen him in a while. Chris Pratt. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy. That was 2014. Hold on. Let's pull up his IMDb. Chris Pratt's IMDb. Where has Chris Pratt been? A deep dive. He starred in a movie called Mercy that nobody watched. The Terminal List that also nobody watched. The Electric State. A Ray-Ban Meta ad. The Garfield movie. That was kind of big in 2020. Was it? No. A Pringles commercial. Guardians of the Galaxy, Super Mario Bros. Movie replayed, and the movie, and a McDonald's commercial. Wow. Weird few years to be Chris Pratt. All right. Well, he's going to be in this one. Is he even in this one? Hold on. Yes. Okay. He is. The Terminal List seems to be successful because there's more of those, and Garfield. So, happy for him. Good for Chris Pratt. I guess. That's kind of a big fall off. Like, he was like the biggest star in the world around 2022 with Jurassic. No, not even 2022. Like 2020. Yeah, with like Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy and Jurassic Park and Jurassic World and all that. Like, I guess there's only really down from there. Like, there's only one direction from all those movies, and it's down. So, he's landing. He's living there right now in the down. Okay, so those are the stories. Those are the things that you could talk about on your date this week. At the end of every episode, I go into the pop culture news on Google and see if I missed anything or see if there's anything else that I could update you on. And sometimes we'll go into like a Chris Pratt rabbit hole. Like, you just never really know what to expect on if you're going on a date this week. And that's what you can expect. Okay, BTS returned from their hiatus. They all had to do military service with a new album. So congrats to the BTSers, the behind-the-scenesers. Ryan Reynolds donated $25,000 last night at Jonathan Groff's last Broadway show. I actually saw the show last week. It was called Just in Time. Unbelievable. Probably one of the greatest performances I've ever seen from a performer on Broadway, or maybe just in general. Like, truly one of those performances that makes you like so inspired, so happy to be alive, so grateful that for like the time you get. Just one of those like shows where you leave being like, wow, like I'm so grateful, like wow, I'm so lucky. He gave $25,000 at his final show. Sydney Sweeney is starring in a new biopic, one of those words, and the person in which she's starring in their movie was like, really? Like, I don't think Sydney should play me. Like, it was kind of just like a nutty response from the person that Sydney's playing that was like, I don't really want her to play me. I don't think she's a good casting. So that's nuts. And then 2 Chainz is releasing a memoir. Excited for 2 Chainz. Congrats to 2 Chainz. Netflix is raising its prices again. Congrats to Netflix, not any of us. And I think that's it for today. I think that is everything. Let's check in on this one. Just one more. Noah Beck's movie. No, wait, that's not. Paul McCartney had a concert the other night that like every celebrity was at. Like, if you're a celebrity and you weren't there, are you even a celebrity? It was like Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter, Billie Eilish, Renee Rapp, Tate McRae, Jake Shane, John Mayer. Like, it was just like the who's who of Taylor Swift's world, kind of. So that was kind of crazy. Paul McCartney has a single coming out, a new album coming out. So they're probably there to celebrate that. I would have loved to be in that room. My invite must have not happened. And those are the things that you could talk about on your date this week. Come back this Thursday for a new episode. If you're going on a date this week, you can watch the full episode on YouTube at GuySet. And I hope your date is great this week. And I will see you on Thursday. Bye.